You a boss, I'm a boss too. Little baby, when I pull it, what you gon' do? No L's, all dubs, what I'm used to. Quick, can't get this bag, just me.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I will be doing a very to the point video. I will be talking about how I got rid of my acne. I will be posting pictures here so you guys can see how my acne was. I wouldn't say it was the worst. I know people have very bad like cystic acne, but mine was definitely bad. I remember being the only kid in my class with acne. You know, people tell you, your parents tell you, oh, it's okay, it's normal, it's part of puberty. It's something you just have to go through. But my acne lasted so many years, and I was like the only kid that had it. And you know, if somebody had it in class, it was like a pimple here or a pimple here. It wasn't the whole face. My self-esteem went down because I literally, like, everybody would ask me like, oh my god, like, why do you have so much acne? And like, what are you gonna say to that? Like, I don't know, genetics. Like, I don't know why, I just do. My parents took me to the dermatologist and I tried so many things. I tried cream medications, I tried antibiotics. I can't even remember how many times I went to the dermatologist for an appointment. Every appointment we would try a new treatment because even the doctor realized nothing was working. Besides the acne, I did have very oily skin. It was actually something I got bullied about too. You guys can go check out my bullying story. In that video, I didn't mention the fact that I did get bullied about like my oily skin. So people would like touch my face. Not people, one person. He would touch my face and then he would be like, oh my god, like, you're greasy, like, forgot what he would say. He would just touch my face and he would be like, wow, look how shiny you are, look how greasy you are. And it's funny because now, like, if you see that I'm glowing, it's not because I'm greasy, it's because I literally put oil on my skin because I'm no longer oily. Actually, now I have dry skin, and we will be getting into why I have dry skin now. But it's such a crazy transformation for me. I'm not saying my skin is the best in the world, but I am not wearing any makeup today, and I did that on purpose. I want to show you guys, you know, my results, my real life results. And yeah, like I said, I'm not saying it's the best skin in the world because my skin has been through so much, but it definitely 110% worked. It definitely cleared up, and it definitely never came back. So what I will be talking about, the amazing treatment that sounds like the magic pill, is Accutane. And that is a medication that I took when I think I was about 16 when I finally took it. It was very unexpected. I went to the dermatologist, again, like a routine for me, because at that point I had been there so many times. And she was like, you know what? I think you're ready for the last phase. And she was like, we recommend this to people who have tried A, B, C, and D, like have tried so many treatments and it doesn't work, and we recommend this as a last resort. So she started telling me about this pill, and it's crazy because at the time it was a fairly new pill. I remember when she told me about it, I got so scared because she made it seem very serious, which it is. It still is very serious. However, at the time, barely anybody had taken the pill, and I was gonna basically be one of the newer people to take it. I mean, of course it was like already approved and on the market, but not a lot of people had, you know, started treatment on it, you know, real life patients. So yeah, I got the opportunity to be one of those people. However, it was scary. They made me and my parents literally read through a book this thick. You had to read through it. You had to read all the side effects, and then you had to sign, you know? You had to sign your life away, basically, because you had to sign, and it said one of the side effects could be suicidal thoughts, depression, even death. When one of the side effects is death, you get scared. I started thinking, I'm not the type to be a very vain person. Like, yes, my acne was affecting my self-esteem, but was it worth it to put myself through all of this and maybe something bad happened? I remember going home with my book because she didn't make me do, like, make the decision right then and there. I mean, that would have been wrong to pressure me to make a decision right then and there. And of course, I had to speak about it with my parents because I was underage. So she sent us home with the book. So our next appointment with the dermatologist was basically her explaining everything, any concerns. Good thing with the pill is that although it has so many side effects, and I will be getting into the specific side effects it does have, you're under the supervision of a healthcare provider. You will be going every month to get a blood work test. It's 110% crucial for you to get this test. You cannot continue the medication unless they see that you went and got your blood work done. If there is something negatively affecting you with this medication, you will get put off of it. That kind of gave me a peace of mind, because even if something was starting to go wrong, it kind of did have a reverse button where like you stop it and then the medication leaves your bloodstream and then you're okay. I just wanted to get into the side effects. Sorry, I have my book here because I wanted to give you guys all the information I could, and I did do my research, even though of course I have experience, but I did my research because I don't want to be throwing out random things. I want to be throwing out facts. Well, it has many side effects. In some ways it can be safer than long-term antibiotic usage. So for severe acne, you usually get put on treatment, long-term treatment, antibiotics, and in the long term, these medications are not the best for ourselves, for our organs. In the long run, this could be a safer option, and honestly, if it goes well, like it did for me, you're good. You're good for the rest of your life. Over 2 million people have taken it, which should give you some peace of mind. Accutane cures about half of those who take it. It says half because half of those people have to stop taking it. So half of those people do not get cured because in some way, shape, or form, it was affecting them negatively. So the healthcare provider just said, you know what? Sorry, this is not for you. And they made you stop the medication, which again, it's actually good that they do this because they're able to follow up on you on a monthly basis, so it never really affects you that bad. You know, you can start getting some negative effects, but the healthcare provider will catch it in time. So some of the side effects, these are like the common ones: chapped lips, dry skin, nosebleed, joint or muscle pain, temporary hair thinning, headaches, high sensitivity to the sun. So this is 100% something that she told me right off the bat. So for my treatment, it was 6 months. Now people can get put on the treatment from 4 to 6 months. That's like an average. And then some people get put on for more than 6 months. Some people can last on the treatment for up to a year. So it really just depends on you. I can't sit here and tell you, oh yeah, it's going to take 6 months for you. I have no idea. Only the doctor will know that for you. The sensitivity to the sun, basically for those 6 months, I couldn't suntan, go out for too long. I had to make sure I had my SPF on because it was very dangerous for me not to. I do recommend, guys, please start buying your sunscreen because either way you guys should be using it. I literally have this now, and it's just because I know it's really good for my health, and I use it as a moisturizer. I just put it on, and yeah, I use it every single day, even during this quarantine. Even if we're indoors, I'm still using it because you have to protect yourself at all times. But especially, guys, if you are on Accutane, having this oversensitivity, of course, puts you at risk for sunburn and just skin damage overall and skin cancer. This side effect is less than 1% of people get it, and there was actually a study done that they found no correlation with the medication and with the side effects I'm about to tell you, but it's still something to consider. Less than 0.5% of people have reported depression or thoughts of suicide. That was something that scared me so much, because if you already have a mental illness and to be told that this medication can just, put you on the verge, it's scary. And for me, honestly, it's probably one of the toughest side effects to consider, because it's like, if you're on the medication and you do start getting these thoughts, it's kind of like an SOS, like an emergency, because mental health is very, very, very important. So I would say is, if you really want to take the medication, go for it. However, please have somebody at home, somebody you can trust, somebody you can call up. And if you start feeling a little bit weird, if you start feeling more sad than usual, if you start thinking about harming yourself, right away call this person, let them know, and also right away call your doctor, because you need to meet with them, you need to have a game plan, and they need to decide if it's time for you to be off the medication. Again, this is less than 1%, guys, so it will probably not even happen to you. But if it does start happening, have a game plan, have that one person that can be accountable for you, that can, you know, look out for you. So on occasion, people do get affected negatively to their liver. So again, guys, this is why you're doing that once a month blood test, because it will tell the doctor if your liver's okay, if all your organs are okay, if it's reacting well, or if something bad is going on within yourself inside, and the blood work will show that. Now, it's crazy because really half of the people are cured, and I can see how it really is 50-50, because during the time I was taking it, my cousin who had severe acne, he actually had it worse than me, he was taking it, and I got so sad when I found out that they put him off of it. And the reason he was put off was because he had something bad in his blood work, and the doctor said, you know what, we're not going to risk it anymore, I'm sorry. And he had to be taken off of it. So it was a little bit sad to see that, you know, I started off the treatment with him, and, you know, my skin was clearing up, I was doing good, and then he just kind of had to deal with his acne on his own. So that is another advice I would give you. Do not put all your high hopes into this, because there is a chance that it's still not gonna work for you. And now I am going to be talking about the worst side effect, the main side effect, the main reason this drug is very, very, very closely monitored, and that is pregnancy deformities, baby deformities, premature baby deaths, miscarriage. This is very serious, guys, and if you're going to be taking it, and if you already know you're sexually active, you have to get on birth control. Get on birth control before you take it, okay? Be responsible. You do not want a pregnancy where the child will become deformed, and either you're going to miscarry, or, you know, they'll be born and they'll have this deformity. It's just, it's sad, because you really, if you're going to take this step, it means you're going to be responsible about it. Guys, I was 16. Needless to say, I was not sexually active at all, yet the doctor looked at me kind of like saying, like, I cannot trust your word for it. And she said, every month when you come in with your blood work, you're also going to come in with your pregnancy test. You're going to show it to me that it's a brand new pregnancy test, and then I'm going to send you to the bathroom in my office, send you to the bathroom, and you're going to come out and right away show it to me, because she doesn't want, you know, any cheating to be done. She doesn't want me to bring on already peed on pregnancy test, because it could be anybody else's. And it was actually so weird, because I had to go to the Dollar Tree and buy pregnancy tests. I had to buy 6 at a time with my parents right there with me, and the cashier was looking at us like, what the heck is going on? Like, that was just so weird for me and my parents to be buying 6 pregnancy tests. It was because we already knew that every month we had to come in with a new pregnancy test. Be prepared to take those. A good dermatologist should be monitoring that as well. And just be responsible. I mean, if you're not sexually active, you have nothing to worry about. But if you're not sure if you will be sexually active in the future, still consider getting on birth control. I know lots of people are against birth control, lots of people don't like birth control, but I would say get on birth control at least for the time that you're going to be on the treatment. It's a sacrifice you have to take, and then you should also be taking extra precautions like using condoms, because of course birth control is only 99% effective. Well, I mean, overall, what I think about it, I loved it. It saved my face, guys. I don't know how much longer I would have had my acne if I hadn't taken it, so I'm very glad I did. I didn't feel any negative side effects. I just, you know, it was a little annoying to be avoiding the sun, but if you do live in a place where you have all the 4 seasons, try to do it in winter. That's what they recommended me to do it. So I think I took it like around November, so it just, The treatment lasted through all the cold seasons and I didn't have to really worry much. Another thing, if you're doing a laser treatment, I do not believe you can be doing it while you're taking Accutane, because I have done laser hair removal and I remember at some point I had to stop because of the Accutane, because all of that causes the sensitivity to the skin and it's just not good. It's not good to be combining all those things. Another random fact, don't take vitamin A while you're on Accutane. That's very dangerous, but again, all of this should be told to you by your dermatologist. This dude is laughing at me, bro. This is what I have to deal with. He makes fun of me all the time.
Hasta que por fin hiciste lo que te gusta.
¿Por qué?
No, porque hablas bien. No te da pena ya.
Let's talk about the overall results. Number one thing I noticed, of course the acne was starting to leave, but I also noticed my oiliness left completely. And I did get a DM from this girl and she was kind of worried about that. She said she had oily skin, but she actually loved her oily skin because she's heard that, you know, the oils in your skin is what helps keep you, you know, looking young and avoiding wrinkles and all of that. So she was like, well, if my oily skin is gonna leave and I'm gonna have dry skin, then I could develop wrinkles. And like, she was just very focused on the fact that she might end up with dry skin. And I told her, girl, use a moisturizer, use coconut oil. I put this and then I put coconut oil and my face is fine. It does not feel dry. I don't feel like I'm getting more wrinkles. It's fine. You just have to do a little extra step. And honestly, I hated my oily skin so much that I'd rather have the dryness and just make sure my face is well and moisturized. That's just me. And again, if you're worried about the wrinkles, just make sure you're moisturizing, which either way you should be. Yeah, that's one major thing I noticed that I actually was not expecting, because my doctor did not tell me, hey, like, you might notice that your oiliness goes away. She didn't tell me that. So either like 5th or 6th month is when you notice like the best results. Like, don't be scared if in the beginning some people get their acne to become worse in the first few weeks. It's just crazy how after you're off the treatment, it's not like it's gonna come back. Because I know a lot of people use like Proactive, they use all these different things that it works momentarily, and when you stop using the product, boom, it's back and it's worse. No, Accutane is a long-term treatment. I do want you guys to understand, when I say it doesn't come back, I mean the breakouts, the craziness. But of course, I'm human. I'm still gonna get my little pimples here and there. Like, I have one here right now. Like, I'm still gonna get them. It's just, I don't get my crazy breakouts anymore. Now I just have normal skin with normal amounts of pimples that just a regular adult would have. My only negative thing that I will say that I'm a little bit upset about, and comment down below if this happened to you or if you've heard that this has happened to somebody, but while I was on the treatment and even a few months after, I was extremely excited to notice that my blackheads were gone. I wasn't even expecting that to happen, but my blackheads were gone. And if you guys have blackheads on your nose, you know that it's frustrating, because it's kind of, I always tell myself, it's kind of like I can never see my bare nose. I can only see my nose with blackheads. For the first like month after I stopped my treatment, my blackheads were still gone. Like, I was able to see my nose, my bare nose, my skin. Like, I was just so shocked. I was amazed. I was happy. And I would say a few months after, they just slowly started coming back, and now they're just back to how they've always been. So that's one thing that did not change. My blackheads are still the same. I'm still trying to look if there's a magic solution for blackheads, guys. Let me know, because I really want to get rid of them. It kind of like gave me a little bit false hope, because it had left for a little bit, but then it came back. Besides that, everything worked out for me. I'm so grateful. And if you have bad acne, if you've tried so many things, consider this, guys. I think it's a totally safe thing to do, as long as you're doing it the right way, which is with a physician. And that brings me to my last thing, and I want to actually read it to you from the government's page, and it says this. It's actually very important, guys. On FDA.gov, it says, Accutane is potentially dangerous prescription medicine that should only be taken under the close supervision of your healthcare professional. If you're pregnant or may get pregnant, This can cause birth defects, miscarriage, premature births, and deaths in babies. Buying this product over the internet bypasses important procedures to ensure that patients can take this drug safely. When these procedures are ignored, the drug can cause serious and harmful side effects. Patients taking this may experience side effects including bad headaches, blurred vision, dizziness, nausea, vomiting, seizures, stroke, diarrhea, and muscle weakness. Additionally, serious mental health problems such as depression and suicide may have been reported with this drug. You should never buy Accutane or any generic versions of Accutane without first seeing your healthcare professional. So please don't do that. So apparently people sell this online. Apparently there's websites that give it to you without a prescription. Guys, that's illegal and that's dangerous. So do not go that route. If you don't have money for a dermatologist right now, save up to apply to an insurance. You should never take Accutane if you're pregnant or trying to get pregnant or could accidentally become pregnant. So yeah, if you're on your journey to becoming pregnant, girl, ignore your acne right now. You can do that after your pregnancy. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say, you guys. I hope that you guys learned something from this. I hope that if you have been looking for that magic pill for acne and nothing has worked, this is not a magic pill, but it is something very close to it for those people who are lucky enough that it works. Thank you guys so much for watching. Before I leave, I will be showing you a close-up of my skin. And again, guys, like I said, my skin is actually dry. If I look oily right now, it's because I want to shine, because I like putting coconut oil on my face. So some of the things you might see are blemishes. Like I said, my skin is not perfect because it's been through a lot. I did have acne for so many years, so I do have scarring, and you can talk to your dermatologist about a lightening cream after. I was taking a lightening cream and it was helping. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's not perfect, but it's clear. My friends, when they see me in person, they say they love my skin. It's very, very clear. And I'm grateful they think that, because for so long it was not this way. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Ciao.
Suscríbase.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.